Ooh.
Hold me, own me, learn me, know me, want
Hi,
me,
moms.
show me.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the reaction videos of The Whole Truth.
Okay. This is episode 2. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I was going to say their name.
Don't do it.
No. I know
Just leave
Alexis.
the names alone.
Okay, so we're going to get started on episode 2 of The Whole Truth.
All right, so my first impression of Alexis when she walked in was first, oh, it's Alexis from church. That's interesting because I actually always thought she was incredibly beautiful.
So they went to church together already. Okay.
It was meant to be this whole time.
Yo,
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good.
This is
How are
crazy.
you?
I'm good.
That's
You
good.
wanna grab
I'm
something to eat?
scared.
Yeah, let's get something. Oh my gosh.
She looks good, though.
They in shock. They don't even know what to say.
That's
Yo, this is crazy. Like I didn't
it's definitely
expect
wild. Productions team.
production
we know
team
each
at
other
church,
already.
like from Victory Church, Atlanta
Yeah.
to a slice of
That's-
heaven. Like
That's
wow, that
Oh,
is
that's gonna be their forever story if they really come together.
Over there.
All right, first of all, let me just say she's mad cute.
You want
Okay, nice little, thing with the little pixie, the little shortcut with the blonde, and it looked like he kind of dressed up a little bit for this.
And they kind of color coordinated.
Yeah, they
That coordinate.
got a coordinate.
Aside from the occasional church hug.
another church hug.
The occasional church hug. Are you IG famous?
She just cheesing.
I don't know if I follow you on Instagram. Do you have
No,
mad followers?
I'm just
on Instagram?
cheesing.
It seems like everybody that I know is Instagram.
I feel like this.
Calm down.
What? No,
Excuse me.
I wouldn't call it Instagram famous. I don't have that many followers, but I have like a YouTube channel for like my business, and like
Okay.
I've kind of got some audience from. Don't be afraid to speak. It's okay. Like you have,
I like her.
you matter, and what you have to say matters. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of like a synopsis of it. That's what.
So this is completely random, but I have I've recently fallen in love with plants and
Plants?
taking care of plants.
I like plants.
That's
That's
what
they
they say
have.
about
I
plants.
have a
Okay.
Plant, it's an orchid, and I named it Lily. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Oh, that's
but
pretty
I
cool.
name all the plants that I actually like.
Why'd you name it Lily if it's a
I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, you look like a lily. I think I looked at it and thought it was a lily.
Yeah.
And when they told me what it was, I was like, oh, okay.
Wait,
I'm
hold,
just called.
wait. You said you like plants, but you got an orchid.
No,
you
no,
thought it
no,
was
no.
a
I
lily?
just realized that I
Okay.
like plants.
Okay.
Like, in the course of like 6 months. I mean, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
done.
with y'all.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna work my way from plant to pet to kid.
Wow. That's
From
a-
plants to
That's
kids.
a good, healthy, right? Plant, pet, kid.
Yeah, I guess
No?
that's a good progression. You know, you got to
If you can
start
keep a
somewhere.
plant alive,
You're
you can keep a
right.
dog
Nah.
alive.
They too
Then
much.
you can take care of a kid.
I was about to say.
Said they should start from the beginning.
I was about
I
to
like how their
say.
day is
Right.
going.
Yeah, it's really cute. But that's because they know each other already, so they kind of vibing, you know?
Food looks good.
It really does.
Bomb.
That's my favorite, real velvet.
Yeah, I got the red velvet. Yeah.
Alright, and,
Which one is yours?
Now, they still have not said his name. How do you pronounce this man's name? Has she called? She hasn't said his
But
name.
his name is Alex, and her name is Lily Lynn.
Is that her name? But no, that's Alexis though.
Or you could pronounce it Alex too. Alexis. I thought her name was Lily,
I thought that was her Instagram name.
but I thought her name was Lily, and she made it deep. Girl, I'm just so caught up with the love right now. Forget it. I don't even care who their names are. Their names are on the book of life. Hello, that's all that matters. Hallelujah.
lemon pound cake. Okay. I'm definitely gonna tear this up, but these kind of were given to me.
Okay.
These cards here.
So do I look at you? You go through your cards, or
So they're questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna ask each other questions.
okay?
All right. So I'll go first, and then
I go second.
Thank you.
so a physical feature of mine that caught your
The
eye.
beard.
You have nice eyes.
I'll be scared.
You're welcome. Would you date someone with kids? Why or why not?
I would date someone with kids.
Just one.
Why do you take the S off?
Hey,
Why do you take it?
Because
I ain't mad.
it's plural.
Yeah.
That's a lot. kid, one is cool.
Okay.
Preferably 0, but you know, I because
Wait a minute. I kind of agree with him because I only have one child, and I don't even want to date somebody with kids. So
You can't be like that though.
I know I can't be like that, but it's different when, like, if I was a man, I probably wouldn't say that. But it's different when you're competing with another mother, and I should say compete, but I always hear the stepchild say, "You ain't my mama," like. So I don't know. I just feel
Well, it seems like you hear of more baby mama drama than baby daddy drama.
Yes.
Kind of a thing. Because I have both. I had a stepmother and I have a stepfather. And it was more dealing with his wife, his ex-wife.
See?
Than it was, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
for me, that's why I be like, I'll probably be limited to myself and blocking my blessing by saying stuff like that, because I might have an awesome husband who has a child or kids, but I'm not there yet. So until then, until I get there, I'm still no kids.
It's definitely case by case, but it's hard pressed to find someone like the minimal drama, everything smooth. Like,
I want to have a story like my mother had. She was a single mother with a 4-year-old, which was me, and husband found her with no children, and they're 30 plus years in, and then they had a child later. That's what I want my story to be.
Oh,
but it might not be my story.
It might not.
You know, I heard somebody say I read it on the internet. They said once you get in our age, you either got to be prepared to be a stepdaddy or no daddy. And so,
see,
I'm kind
of
becoming okay with that.
Okay.
But it's the truth, because how many people that age don't have kids?
That's true.
It's a wrap. That's an automatic disqualification. How quickly would you want kids, and how many?
So first off, when I'm having children, I want to first be married. And in my mind, I was thinking like I want like a little tribe, like maybe 4. But I haven't experienced that, so I don't know.
Nowadays, that's a lot.
I don't know how that experience is. I say that now, but then you start in that process, you're like, oh, why I do this? Like, so I don't, that's in my mind, I think I want maybe 4 or 5 kids because I want to create like a little community, so.
It's interesting that you say a tribe and you say it's 4 or 5. For me, an African, I want a tribe.
That's his thing.
I say I want a tribe, I'm thinking like 10, 12. Literally as many as the Lord will allow. So if it's not naturally that.
See, men always say they want that many kids and they ain't having no babies. They ain't having a stretch marks. They ain't going through the labor pains. And nowadays, in the 2000s, 10 kids should be illegal. I'm just sorry.
I won't say it's illegal. I feel like this. I feel like if you can afford your own kids and y'all good and you know all that kind of stuff, do you? But it is a trip when men say I want 10 kids. It's like, check with her first and let her have a couple, 1 or 2, because that number might be lower.
And then he gave his African disclaimer, so maybe that's just how it is in his family. They might all have a lot of children, True. So, and I know Africans, some of them have a lot of kids, some of them don't. So it might just be the African side of him saying like, look, we having a lot of kids.
Right.
You see how she laughed it off though?
Yeah, check.
Then I'm definitely adopting some kids.
Okay.
Definitely offering.
Wow.
Really?
I know. But I say, so I stopped saying the exact amount, and I started saying as many as the Lord.
Yeah, okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I think that's
Amen.
Safe,
Amen.
non-scary.
So what brought you to 10 or like just?
So I have 11 siblings, all by different mothers.
Yeah.
But when we were all together for my graduation, I was like, you know what? If we'd all grown up together, this would have been really dope.
Would have been lit.
And I was looking at my dad.
All I gotta say is Papa wasn't all that stuff.
Let me just say this. My daddy got him beat by 2. No, I have him beat by 2 siblings. My daddy had 10 kids, and then I have extra siblings, like step siblings. So I think I'll total up 13. So by 3.
I'm 8. My daddy had 4 girls, 4 boys, and then so it's 9. And then my mom had 1.
Yeah.
2 of us.
And I'm just like, I granted, because I'm pretty closer to my siblings, I love the fact that I have so many. You get what I'm saying? But I could not, and I grew up in a house with 6, so that's still a lot. But I could not imagine all of us
At one time.
together.
It probably would have been a fun house.
It probably would have been fun.
Or a crazy house.
Or me having that many. Like, ideally, I always wanted a lot of kids, a big family. Like, ideally, when I was growing up, my number was 6. I wanted 6.
6 children?
After Micah, it got down to 2.
I wanted 5 boys, and I never wanted girls.
You did. You
I always said I
boys.
wanted 5 boys. I want my house to be loud and rough. I have 1 child, and it's like 5 wrapped in 1, so I'm
She
good.
good.
I'm good.
I had an idea to 6 until you have them. Like she said, and when you have them, okay, I have rough pregnancies. Then you think about the money aspect of
Girl.
it. You think about, you'd be like, whoa, let's bring that down just a little bit.
The Lord only allowed me. Okay? 1.
Let's reel it in.
I was like, this would have been really dope if you were like, if we were all in the same house.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to do that. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good idea. It sounds like he's really intentional. How would you respond if your child came
That was
out
on
as
last,
again,
the
yeah.
last
That's a good
episode.
question. And would it be a different response if it
But
were
it's a good
your
question,
son
though.
or your daughter?
How'd I respond to my child came out the closet? I love you. You're my child. I probably would ask them how long
They
they
loud and
felt that
bigger.
way. I probably asked them how long they felt that way and just love them through it
Yeah.
and love them regardless of it. I have family members who are gay and lesbian, and that's it. I definitely wouldn't respond with condemnation.
He's handsome, too.
Even make the first
Yeah.
thing that I
He's a
say
handsome guy.
in that conversation that this is sin.
Right.
Because if they've grown up in my
Right.
household, they already know how I feel about it, so I don't have to reiterate that to them.
That's good.
It's just you made a decision. I will love you, and then in my prayer time, I'm praying for you
Right.
and interceding on your behalf.
And I think that's a good response because I feel like traditionally with Christians, it's kind of like that condemnation tone. Like I've had a friend recently, well not recently, maybe a couple years ago, they were, kicked out of the church they grew up in after they posted, the person that they were with was
Wow.
sex, and like there was no love with that. Like they were just kicked out, and that kind of grieved my spirit because it always goes in my mind. I'm like, well, how can I, love if I have a child in this situation? How am I supposed to love? How am I supposed to act as a Christian?
Public or private relationship? Is it important to you that I let people know we are together on social media?
When I think of private relationship, I think of you got something to hide, like in my mind. I don't necessarily think that when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I need to, post me every day, 5 days a week, I don't think that. I just feel like it's not everybody's business of how we progressed in our relationship and, all that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm not going to be hiding that person, but it's definitely going to be an intentional dating experience.
So I would slightly disagree with the social media piece only because for me, I'm super private. So I've always had this thing where I wouldn't want to put my relationship on social media until I've had a ring to give her.
What do you think about that?
I feel like this. I think you have to let it be organic too. I understand, like, not initially, like, we went on 1 or 2 dates. Ooh, I'm posting a me and my boo kind of a thing. But if y'all decided to, like, really take it somewhere, like, okay, we're together, we're really seeing where this goes, maybe in a little bit of time, if she felt like, I want to post a picture of us going to Disneyland, then post a picture. Like, I don't feel like you have to kind of hide that and be like, oh, no, we're not posting any pictures, period. Because when you're excited, you're in the moment, you're just like, hey, we're having fun, let's take a picture for the gram kind of a thing. So I feel like sometimes people... I get that you kind of have a conversation about it, but still at the end of the day, let it be kind of organic. Like, if y'all having a good time and want to post a picture, post the picture. You know what I mean?
But I also go back to, like you said, the last episode, make sure you're prepared for whatever is being said
That's
in
true.
those comments. For me, because I was someone's secret, even, mind you, I was a wife in someone's secret. Like, how you do that? So... I'm not necessarily saying that my man needs to post me and all that, because I can really care less about social media, him posting me. But I always go back to the purpose behind it. Like, what is your purpose in posting these pictures of us? Because ultimately, after what I've been through and my experience, I would want to create this, like, privacy relationship bubble where it's like we're like you said, it's organically, but we know without a shadow of a doubt that we're in this together. This is us. So when we're by that time, if we are posting pictures, it's a purpose behind the post, and we don't have to be all deep with the whole purpose. But I'm saying, like, what is the purpose of it?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I feel like him to a certain extent, though, like it's no reason to post a boyfriend or a girlfriend. That's just me personally.
Right.
I don't know. That's just.
But I feel like, what are you posting? Like, if you're the type of person who posts everything and then you just don't want to post me, I might feel some type of way.
Okay.
If you posting everything you have for breakfast and lunch, every place you go, and all of a sudden I'm just not in any of your pictures,
right,
I might feel some type of way. Like, just honestly. But if you're the person who's not really into social media, period, you know what I'm saying? That's just not really your thing. Then it's like, okay, whatever, you know? Because I know me and my husband, we kept our relationship low key, at least for the first few weeks, until we're like, okay, this is, you know, we're going to actually go somewhere with this. And then we were cool. But so I get it, like I said, to a certain time frame, but then it's also, for a certain period, but then it's also like, I guess it's a case by case.
But I also don't want to feel like if I post my boo too, like you calling me on the phone, blowing me up, like, why you post that picture? Why you post that picture? You know what I'm saying? Like being super paranoid, because you know, if you're paranoid about me posting a picture, that means you got something to hide.
What's going on?
That means you're doing something.
What's really going on?
What's really going on, right?
So what's top 3 on your list of preferences?
That's interesting, because I'm always iffy when people talk about preferences, because I just feel like people put things in a box. I'm not saying I don't necessarily have one, because my friends were kind of like, oh, you have a type? I'm like, no, I don't. But I guess top 3 on preferences. I guess heart devoted to God. I'm not sure that's a preference. I realize I like people that are clean cut. I'm not sure if that counts as one. And then 2, someone with like authority. Like, I've seen a lot of men who don't really hold up to that authority. And it's something when you see a man like take a charge and be authoritative and understand his worth and power, and like kind of projecting that through voice or like whatever. So I guess those are my 3.
The 3 preferences that she mentioned, 1, authoritative. That's definitely one that was a highlight for me, and something I
ain't trying to be racist, but you know why? It's that African. It's that African. I ain't trying to be racist.
I knew you was gonna say that.
And I'm not mad at it.
Right.
Be a man. Hello. I'm not mad.
I appreciate it because that's how I am naturally, and it's good to know that that's still something that women, you know, think about and want. And then, of course, a man that is devoted to God. I'm a Christian. I'm a man that's devoted to God. That's my number 1 priority. So if a woman doesn't want that, then we can't.
But I will say this. A lot of women want the authoritative but don't know how to take it.
They don't, girl.
Don't know how to take it.
I feel like people kind of abuse authority though, because I mean, don't be authoritative in one area and then you slack it in a whole other area that you really need to be authoritative in as a man.
Right.
So don't be trying to tell me what to do at home and what I'm wearing, but you ain't got a job. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, that don't match up. Like, you can't tell me what to do. I can't respect you as a man. And don't get me wrong, like, if you lost your job and you were a provider, that's something different. But if you're being a bum, being lazy, and then you trying to be bossy, like, huh? Where did I do that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, but I feel like on some level, it still is what it is. So, for instance, like, if you're the head of the household and you are, you know, authoritative, whatever, I can't look at you. I still gotta do what I gotta do. And it's really hard. So, for instance, even though I don't agree, I feel like you're authoritative here but not here, that doesn't mean I don't listen to you at all.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's just really hard to do. Because you want to be like, but you ain't over here. Oh, this is what you gonna choose? This is what you gonna pick? To put your foot down on?
Even as women, we pick what we want to listen to.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. If you want that man, you got to be able to take that, though.
All of it.
Make
so
sure
whatever he wants to be authoritative in, that's just what you got to take.
Yeah.
So my question is, does your ex still have a piece of your heart?
And
he smiled.
Answering honestly?
Yeah.
Oh, heck no.
Wait. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
She's so pretty.
You still have feelings for your ex.
Okay.
She gonna throw it away.
Because of that last piece?
Yeah, if your ex still have a piece of you, well, this is how I feel. It's like 95%. Because naturally people have to get over stuff.
Right.
So if he's like in the beginning stages of getting over her, I can understand that. But if you know in the back of your mind that nothing's gonna happen after, like, I would say you should answer with, no, she doesn't, because that's never gonna happen again.
Well, I think it's different too to say somebody has a piece of me and I still care for someone. It's not as deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still care for their well-being. You still feel like, I wish them to do well. You know what I'm saying? I hope she's okay. But that doesn't mean she has a piece of your heart. Like, there's still something there, like a soul tie. That's what it makes it sound like.
And ooh, them soul ties is real.
It sounds like a soul tie, don't it? It sounds like that.
Them soul ties are real.
Yeah, so I think it's different. I feel like you can still care for people. You don't want somebody who's cold-hearted and just like, oh, I don't care nothing about her. Like, I don't care how she's doing in life and stuff like that. I know.
I'm just waiting.
I don't. Because I feel like my husband has been like that about some of his past relationships, and I'm like, ooh.
Like cold?
Yeah, kind of cold. And I'm like,
but this is my thing though. Is it cold to not? You want them to be, like you said, you want them to have a good life, and you want their well-being to be okay. But is it cold for them to just cut off and be like strictly like, I want the best for you, but we good? Like,
no, that's okay. I feel like that's okay. But I feel like when I say cold, I feel like people be like kind of dogging somebody or like
clowning.
Yeah, but she was with them all this time. Like, so you corny too. Like, at the end of the day, on some level.
Well, you know, I'm guilty of that because I shade my ex a lot. But I shade myself with shade my ex. You do though.
You're very honest about it.
What was I like? I was stupid, or I was right. You know, so
I think that's the key point. You're not at the like. I was also high.
So high and mighty. Yeah, I didn't have any flaws myself.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to be real about it. But I don't know about that.
One side is throw away, and the other one says grow and stay. So based on
throw away is kind of harsh, boy. Just throw people away.
We can choose based on that information whether we want to grow and stay or throw away. So I'm gonna give you one, and under the table we're gonna choose which answer, and then we're gonna show it to one another. Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm scared. We always get nervous on this part.
Wow, that's really extreme. So we can do like the 3, 2, 1. Wait, let me. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Oh! It is what it is.
I am so sick of these men. These men.
What's wrong with her?
Hold on, let me say something. We are 2 for 2. Cause last episode he threw her away. This episode he throwing her away. It ain't us. It's these men.
Girl,
their expectations are so high, and it's like, but we're like, you're expecting, and I don't even know this guy, but it's like I'm getting defensive because you're expecting something that you're not even bringing to the table.
Like, what is his whole
like what could why would you throw that away? Like, she's beautiful. Her answer is.
But you always said I thought she was really beautiful. Like, what could she? First of all, you're the one talking about you still have your ex have a piece of you. So is that the reason why? Like,
I think it was he mentioned the social media thing, how he's private. Because remember he was like, I'm a private person.
But even in that, could be like, babe, like there's a compromise in there. That's nothing that deep that you can't compromise on.
We 2 for 2. That means the black men don't like us, y'all. I just gotta put it out there.
That's what
from this show. Let's be clear.
It's only 2 episodes. Let's see. Okay.
Hello.
But let's see what he said. Let's see what he said.
It is what it is. Okay. So what made you choose the throwaway?
Okay. It had nothing to do with you and everything to do with, like I said, 2 of the questions you asked. What I think it was like what something along the lines. When will I know about a wife or something like that? I don't know, something along those lines. And I said I'm not in the dating thing anymore. Yeah. Like, I gotta know for sure before I even take that step.
Yeah.
That this is somebody that I really want to go with, and that's it. And then the other question is, I still have.
Okay, let's pause it real quick. So I get I totally agree with the husband thing, like, cause I
you want to know.
I've always said I don't want to date. Like, Lord, send me
Right.
my husband.
Right.
I'm not kissing a bunch of frogs to get the prince, right? And I believe that can happen. So I get that. But my thing is this: if you know you still have feelings for your ex, why are you wasting our time on the show?
Why are you even here?
Why? This is the kind of stuff I be talking about. Why are you on this show? Sort those feelings out first, and then when you know that you done, what is the purpose of this?
Yeah.
Wasted a whole 30 minutes of my life.
A little bit of connection to the ex.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, so it has nothing to do with you.
Oh my gosh.
Understandable. So you're gonna ask about why
And
she's-
then grow and stay.
So I think you have really nice qualities. Like for me, I am dating. So I like the qualities that you have. Just hearing you speak and just based off of the information that was provided today, it was like, wow, that's, going back to
He has potential.
you seeing a man who has like that authority
He has
or
potential.
that know
I don't
about
believe in potential. I'm
himself.
sorry. Potential.
That's admirable, and that's why I chose Grow and Stay.
So I did choose Throwaway, and as I said to Alexis, it has nothing to do with her and everything to do with me wanting to make sure that essentially I don't repeat a lot of the mistakes that I had made before with my ex, and that was me being very serious about marrying her, and my actions didn't show. My heart knew that I wanted to marry her, but my actions didn't show that, and I don't want to be responsible for hurting somebody else again, or making that commitment or saying it and then not
need a
following
cigarette.
through with that. So I want to make sure that whoever I do give that much time to, that it's for real, and that I'm not just wasting anybody's time. So that's why I chose Throwaway.
I'm telling you.
If you're not ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have. If you're not ready, like, why? He's not
And that
ready.
doesn't sound like a man who's ready for marriage.
No,
because
he's not
clearly
ready. He's not ready. Oh my god.
What Ezekiel got to say?
Welcome back to the Azan
Here's
Rules.
poppin'.
You guys just watched our second episode of The Whole Truth, and I know you guys were blown away by this episode. Let's get to it. Llewellyn and Alexis,
That's bomb.
beautiful looking
Yes,
people.
another beautiful couple.
Yeah,
Well, not couple. Not
they're
couple. I ain't gonna look
individuals.
them up. I ain't gonna
Now,
look them up.
So it was crazy because when they first walked in, like, we wanted everything to be realistic. These guys knew each other. Not
What a
only did they
small
know each
world.
other, wait, they went to the same church.
What? That's crazy.
So I wanted to just spoil everything and just say forget this because
Cut.
we didn't get enough background, obviously, about what church they went to. So I was just like, this is disaster. And my crew was just like, you know what? This can work. Just
Thank
because
God
they
for
went
the
to the same church
Doesn't mean
that
that-
they've talked in the same
Right,
capacity.
right.
So weirdness, awkwardness, all in all, they still kind of had a date worth watching. So we got to a question that said, would you date someone with kids?
Well, would you?
He said, kid. Yeah.
Meaning he'll do one, but not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have 5 kids. I would
Yes.
say if you had 2
I love
kids.
all my kids.
Right, y'all. That is The Whole Truth episode 2. We're just gonna cut it off right here because we don't want this video to be too long.
Right.
And you guys check it out for yourself though and see what Ezekiel and his wife had to say about the rest of the video. They have some really good nuggets, some points to pull out.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tune in for that.
And one thing, Kiana, I believe her name was Kiana, Ezekiel's wife, said, like, why are you here? So that was like my whole. I mean, have you ever watched a good movie and then at the ending it like pisses you off and it makes like the whole good movie in void? Like that's how.
now you got an attitude about the whole thing?
Yeah, that's my attitude about this one.
So now you mad about everything.
I'm mad about everything because of
Right.
that one thing he said. So
So what do you guys think though? Comment below. Do you agree that he's not ready to date, or do you understand where he's coming from? Like, what did you think about the whole thing?
and don't have mercy. Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
They need to hear the truth. These men need to hear the truth. Okay, they playing
Therein
games.
lies the show, The Whole Truth.
Hello. Okay. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch you next week for episode 3 of The Whole Truth. Hi.